Message from source: the worry. Precursor to fear. Worry is the little brother, the little sister of fear. Being worried is a contradiction, because there is no being when you are worried, and when this feeling has occupied you and has taken over you, anxiously worry is the precursor to fear. A concern is often and erroneously associated with responsibility. But that is fundamentally wrong. Responsibility and concern are mutually exclusive. They repel each other because they are of different nature. Responsibility means making decisions for myself and for the community in an area that I can manage and based on my awareness. The worry has no overview. It lacks the overarching context. Worry is powerlessness and fear. Worry is weak and weakens, oppresses and oppresses. When you're worried, you usually walk hunched over. Your body says, "I'm worried." Since you don't know what to expect or what a situation will entail, you take refuge in the emotional pattern of worry. On the outside, you give the impression that you are responsible because you care. In fact, you are responsible free of any answer. You cannot be responsible for anything. Worry feeds the illusion that you have responsibility, that you are aware of your burden. This burden can be seen in your body language. Everyone can see it. You are worried, but far from responsibility. In addition, worry also feeds the illusion that you are loving because you care about something or a fellow human being. In fact, your concern relates to your ignorance, to your own uncertainty. Worry feigns responsibility. It is a substitute for not having to deal with the actual circumstances, connections, and realities. This replacement has a very debilitating effect. Worry also has a way of appearing noble and fine, of decorating itself so that you can immerse yourself in this sublimity of appearance. As soon as you realize that everything is taken care of, all worries fall away. This knowledge takes you to a new level of perception. Worry can grow where there is a lack of answers, a lack of awareness, a lack of responsibility. Every worry, no matter how small, inhibits your work. You are blocked, and energy that should flow freely is building up in your energy body. Worry comes from not knowing. When you know that nothing can happen to you or a loved one, you don't worry. Not knowing creates worry. This or that could happen if I or he or she did this or that. This is how fear arises. Worry fears fear. Bring yourself into the knowledge of things as they actually are and relieve your worries so that fears do not arise in the first place. Maybe you have already worked a lot on yourself, released many patterns, only the worries are still there and waiting for you to let go. Don't worry, just let go. Let go. This subtle and important light work prevents any attachment to low vibrational energy patterns. Where worry cannot arise, fear has no chance. The path to your heart is a constant letting go of old, but often still very formative patterns. The face of worry has no shine. As soon as the light shines there, the worry disappears. By dissolving worries, you prevent destructive and fear-inducing energies from staying away from you. Looking and shining a light on your small worries prevents big fears and blockages from arising in the first place. Without worries, you have no fear, and manipulation of any kind will not find fertile ground with you. Observing, recognizing, and releasing this expression of feelings that is deeply hidden in your emotional or mental body is the finest work. If you carefully observe your thoughts and feelings, you can easily detect worries. Therefore, it is important that you take your time. This introspection requires your undivided attention. Becoming calm and still allows you to look inwards, observe, recognize, and release. Take time every day to be with yourself, to connect with yourself. The light dark forces your path, your inner being. It is the daily small steps that ultimately give birth to great knowledge. Resolving worry piecemeal restores your trust in the flow of life. You feel yourself embedded in creation, free from worry, knowing the true nature of things. So practice this first. Reaching your silence, daily meditation, and the work of divine light will raise your perception, and you will find your way back to your clarity. You recognize what within you is waiting for salvation, where and why, and as soon as you let in the light, you will be permanently and completely freed from every worry. Worry is not an ornament, and her face has no shine. Worry is widespread among people, and this fear energy keeps people susceptible to manipulation. Worrying is only human and a good sign of humanity. This impression is given to you so that you look into the future in a depressed and fearful manner, so that you do not look up and rise up, so that you become influenceable, dependent, and remains manipulable. For those powers whose interests lie in further enslaving and desecrating the earth, a self-confident and fearless person is the greatest danger. Their power dissolves in an instant if no event causes you to worry or fear anymore. You no longer resonate with fear-mongering news from the airwaves. The emotional part of your being no longer reacts to this, and there are no endless loops of repeating fear and worry images in your thoughts. Although you receive negative and often frightening information through newspapers or television, you no longer resonate. That is, you do not allow this energy into your energy bodies. You cannot be weakened, and by doing so you bring a completely new energy into the collective consciousness. Your energy is like food. If you withdraw from the negative energies that harm you, you no longer feed them and they starve and disappear. The more people do not bind their energies in an ignorant and self-damaging way, the sooner the earth and with it people will heal. The collective exit from all weakening, fear-inducing and destructive energies is urgently necessary and is imminent. All social structures are built on the feeling of worry, fear, and lack. If you recognize this, you act from an awakened consciousness and are free. In doing so, you have created a new reality for yourself, and that is having an impact. Your environment, your fellow human beings, notice this, everyone on a level that suits them. You can see that your operating system has awakened, and no one can escape this power. Because the scent of freedom attracts them, the people, like sweet nectar from flowers that leads the bees to the flowers. If you are without worries, you are light, free and happy, mobile, and at peace. Only now can you assume your true responsibility for yourself, for other people, and for the world. Where you are clear and in the light, you also recognize the connections. Your decisions have a new quality and true responsibility is now possible. You know the answers. So don't worry and get rid of it. Become a lighthouse so that your freedom, your light, and your love make people aware of their own possibilities. All life is interconnected, and every resolved worry, no matter how small, brings relief and liberation to the collective consciousness of humanity, taking your energies out of this energy package. Of collective worry brings you into your power, while simultaneously reducing the weight of worry's overall energy potential. As soon as you stop feeding the worry, it dissolves. This also happens on a global level. The more people remove themselves from the game of the fear-inducing energy structures, the less power they will have until they finally collapse completely and disappear. Everything is connected, and everything you redeem within yourself, you also redeem for the world. So find your way into your soul, into your heart, and let the light shine. Straighten up, look to the sky, and with your feet firmly anchored on the earth, embedded in the flow of life, anchored in your center, you are free. The worry is gone, your light becomes visible, and your love begins to be given away. You are in the flow of life, and you know that everything is taken care of. Give all worries to your father, your mother, the all-encompassing power and reality. Rise from this deception and regain the power of trust, the quality of confidence, and the security of divine omnipotence. So let go of your worries and receive eternal trust in return. Let go and enter the original state of your being into unconditional trust and God's all-encompassing grace.